Ladies and gentlemen, let me make something crystal clear right from the start. Lions don't ask for permission. They don't stand around waiting for validation from their peers. They don't sit on the sidelines, scratching their heads, wondering if the other animals approve of their roar. A lion knows who he is. He walks like a king. He commands respect because he's earned it, and he's not out there begging for anyone's approval. So I've got to ask you right now, why are you, too many of you, good men with incredible potential, are wasting time seeking permission to be the men you know you should be? You're playing small, asking for validation, hiding your strength just so someone else can feel comfortable. And I'll tell you what, this isn't just disappointing, it's downright pathetic. Look at the men who came before you. They didn't have time to ask anyone what they thought of their actions. They acted because it was necessary, because there was something they wanted to build, something they wanted to protect, or something they wanted to conquer. We're living in a time where most of you can't even make a decision without wondering, what will they think? Will she be okay with it? Does my boss approve? Who gave you this idea that your power, your drive, needs to be validated by anyone else? When did we, as men, start believing that we need a stamp of approval to do what we know is right? This modern world would have you believe you're supposed to be tamed, controlled, and softened up. They'll tell you that you should be more sensitive, more submissive, and more agreeable. But let's be real. They don't respect you when you play by those rules. No one respects a lion that's declawed, put on a leash, and led around like a house pet. You've been taught to tone it down, to take it easy. You've been made to believe that ambition is somehow toxic, that power is dangerous, that strength must be controlled. They've taken a generation of men, maybe two, and convinced them to become docile. They want lions to start acting like lambs. Let me tell you something. Playing small won't save you. Playing weak, being agreeable, putting your tail between your legs, that's not strength. And it sure as hell isn't respect. And I get it. Maybe you're thinking, but I've got responsibilities. I have people depending on me. Sure, that's valid. But since when did being a responsible man mean you had to be a weak one? When did it mean you had to bend over backward just to make sure everyone around you felt safe, while you held back your own potential? The people in your life aren't going to benefit from a watered-down version of you. They'll benefit when you unleash yourself, when you make bold decisions, and when you start acting like the lion that you know you are. I'm tired of hearing excuses from men. I don't have the time. I'm not sure if I'll succeed. I don't know if it's the right thing. Excuses, all of them. Do you think a lion stops to ask himself, what if I don't catch that antelope? What if it's too fast? What if I get tired? No, he goes for it, every time. There's no room for hesitation. There's no safety net, no plan B. If you're constantly playing it safe, constantly looking for someone else to pat you on the back, you'll never taste what it means to be truly alive. Stop telling yourself these stories. Stop justifying why you're not moving forward. Stop pretending that you're waiting for the right moment. There is no right moment. There is only now. The men who came before us didn't wait for everything to be perfect. They went out and they fought for what they wanted. They built what they dreamed, and they didn't care what anyone thought of it. They didn't need anyone's validation. And neither do you. Too many of you are afraid to take up space. You're afraid to let yourself be seen, to take the lead, to say what you think out loud. But why? Are you worried about rejection? Are you worried that people might not like you? Newsflash, not everyone will like you, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're true to who you are, when you stop trying to make everyone around you comfortable, you'll find respect, real respect, not the kind that's handed out like a participation trophy. Taking up space doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you value yourself enough to stop apologizing for existing. It means you walk into a room with your head held high, knowing you're worthy of being there. You're a lion, for God's sake. Lions don't shrink to fit in. They claim what's theirs, and they don't apologize for it. You can't become strong without struggle. You can't grow if you're never tested, if you're never forced to dig deep and find out what you're really made of. Stop avoiding the hard things in life. Stop looking for the easy way out. The easy path isn't going to teach you anything. It's the struggle, the challenge, the relentless push. That's where the real power lies. A lion doesn't sharpen his claws by lounging around. He keeps them sharp by using them. So what are you sharpening your claws on? Are you pushing yourself, challenging yourself? Or are you hiding behind excuses, waiting for someone to come along and tell you it's okay? Let me tell you something. If you're sitting around waiting for the easy way, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Nothing great comes without sacrifice, without difficulty, without putting in the hard work. Lions don't grow stronger by sitting around and waiting. They grow by going out and taking what's theirs. This might be the hardest lesson for some of you, but it's crucial. Stop caring what other people think. Most people are so wrapped up in their own fears, their own insecurities, that they wouldn't recognize greatness if it stood in front of them. If you're constantly trying to please others, to live up to their expectations, you're going to end up miserable. You'll wake up one day, look in the mirror, and realize you don't even recognize the man staring back at you. Instead, live by your own standards, define success for yourself, and pursue it relentlessly. You're not here to play small or be liked by everyone. You're here to be bold, to be brave, to do what needs to be done. The people who truly matter will respect you for it. And the rest, let them watch from the sidelines. In this world, you have a choice. Be the lion or be the lamb. A lion doesn't sit back and let life happen to him. He goes out and makes things happen. He doesn't ask for permission, and he doesn't wait around for someone to give him the green light. He sees what he wants, and he goes for it, unapologetically. And you're no different. You have that same strength, that same potential inside of you, but it's up to you to unleash it. Are you going to keep waiting, keep hesitating, hoping that someone out there will tell you it's okay to go after what you want? Or are you going to start living like a lion, bold, fearless, and unapologetic? Because the truth is, no one's going to hand you the life you want. No one's going to pat you on the back and say, "Now's your time." Only you can decide that.